Welcome, everyone, to the Graph Espresso, where you get your fresh brew of the graph news, fast, focused, and fun. This show is produced by Pinax. We're core dev and leading indexer on the graph, and we also run all our own bare metal and provide hosting services for cutting-edge technology like Firehose and Substreams on both the decentralized graph protocol, of course, and yet to be onboarded chains. So visit pinax.network today for all your on-chain data needs. My name is Steph. This is Chris. Cheers, Chris. And we're pumped to bring you some exciting graph updates today. How you been, Chris?
Well, we survived the tropical heat wave. Other than that, just building and watching the Bitcoin yo-yo.
Indeed. We're in the lower part of the yo-yo right now, I hope. I woke up a bit sick this morning, so this shot of graph espresso is just what I need to boost my energy levels. Let's get into our first segment, Community Comment. Community Comments highlights the latest activities in the graph and recaps various community events. Demo Day is a video series from the A-Star network where the graph was recently featured following the A-Star integration.
I love Demo Day, not necessarily for not necessarily always for crypto-related reasons, but Marcus Rain was recently invited to talk about building on the A-Star network. This just illustrates the wide spectrum of teams and chains that are building on the graph. A-Star is a major player in Japan, and this dovetails nicely with the graph's outreach to the Asian developer community. Staying in that region, Tiger Research recently released this in-depth perspective on what's next for the graph. It's an excellent read regardless of where you're located. Highly recommend the article. Very good piece.
Absolutely. And our final community comment today also comes from Asia, where Pinax is proud to have hosted an event for Web3 developers at the University of Chengdu. This was in partnership with The Graph as well as Pop Planet, and the event aimed to share experiences and practical use cases of blockchain indexing technology, enabling creators in the Web3 space to understand data indexing techniques. For example, participants learned how to use the graph to build robust and engaging decentralized applications. The Graph Galactic News Brew is where we review major graph announcements as well as mentions in the wider Web3 space. Take it away, Chris.
Graph recently wrapped up the Sunrise Upgrade program, and the Graph Global community really outdid themselves on this one. It was a blast seeing all that creativity on display. One of the entries celebrated reaching 6,000 subgraphs on the decentralized network. That is a very big milestone. Query fees are increasing. Momentum is building. On that momentum, Yaniv Tal recently authored a brilliant thread on how the Graph and Geo are leveraging knowledge graphs to help us rediscover what the internet was meant to be. He also headlined episode 164 of Indexer Office Hours, so check that out as well for a deeper look into this concept. There was an excellent Q&A at the end. You do not want to miss this one. Highly recommend.
In the Technical Telescope, this is where we give a high-level introduction to technical innovations happening in the graph ecosystem. Today, we're talking about Agent C.
Agent C, brought to you by the friendly folks at Semiotic Labs. Agent C allows users to access blockchain data using natural language instead of technical code. Semiotic allowed the community free access to this tool for a couple weeks, even offer a few cash prizes for the most innovative and creative uses of Agent C. In my mind, this is a game changer. We Google things, but how often would we use that if we had to formulate our searches in some form of code language? We wouldn't do it. Nobody would. So this allows everyone to access blockchain data in a very simple way. It's never been easier.
In this next segment, the Graph Universe Expansion New Chain Spotlight, we highlight the chain-agnostic nature of the graph and discuss multi-chain collaboration. We had 4 new chains complete the chain integration process this week.
Yes, Scroll, Linea, BNB, which is formerly Binance Smart Chain, and Base all recently completed the chain integration process, meaning indexers are now receiving rewards for the work they do on those chains. 4 chains in 1 week is impressive. Each of these chains are unique. They all add something to our integration knowledge base. The graph is working on smoothing out this process. So every single one of these new chains are more data points. It helps us make it as seamless as possible.
Absolutely great to see such growth for the network. And while we're talking about Base, might as well mention that the Graph is offering $10,000 as part of Base Summer Build-a-thon. So if you're dev, you're building products, you're using substreams, subgraphs, all the good things, get in there, build on Base, and have a chance at earning $10,000. That's the tweet for Base Bounty in case you didn't see it. And as always, if you're curious about these links, you can find all the links in the show notes below. Now, on to our extra shot, where we take a look at the wider Web3 picture, banter about how it could be related to the graph. Today, Sony has been making some big waves recently in the digital asset space, announcing last week that they're launching a crypto exchange in Japan following their acquisition of the Amber platform. A-Star, which we talked about earlier in the show, also tweeted about this, highlighting their close ties to Sony as well as their exchange integration plans. Well done, A-Star. And here we are at the Stellar Wrap-Up, where we preview upcoming events and try to make you smile before we sign off. So, Chris, what do you have for us in terms of smiles?
The Graph Intern is a new account on X. It's a good follow, though. We try not to take ourselves too seriously here at Espresso, and it appears that the Graph Intern also adheres to that mantra. It's funny because if you're watching us right now, you know exactly what the intern is talking about here.
That's right. All right. So, and as for upcoming events, the ETH Community Conference is top of mind for our team. We've got 5 people going out there to Brussels next week. Very exciting. We're also heading to ETH Global in Brussels. We'll be assisting the Graph with their booth. So make sure to be on the lookout for those red firefighter helmets. That's when you know Pinax is in the building. And if you do see those helmets, make sure to come say hi. We love talking to our community, and we love giving away free Pinax Pro plans to people we meet at these events. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the show, and I'm too tired for a high-energy dance outro, so we're just going to leave it with a see you soon.